rolling out the red carpet for our fabulous What You Wait For red carpet boucle blazer. I mean, can you say Chanel inspired? Because I can, and that's exactly what this is. We're seeing it there on Brittany in the gorgeous bright fuchsia. We also have a fabulous solid navy. And then we have this really great crisp white. Now I'm going to hold the white seersucker shirt up to it. So they're different fabrics, but it really is a white, a white top. It's not like a natural or an ivory. It really is that white. Great shot there. So we're seeing that boucle. Boucle is like that basket weave. I should really look that up. It might actually mean like basket in French. I'm not quite sure, but I will find that out at some point. Beautiful, even basket weave inspired buttons on this. The hardware is jewelry quality. Beautiful gold, great shot there. And you're even seeing some of that great lurex. So on the white, it's a bit silvery. On the bright fuchsia, it's fuchsia. And on the navy, it almost looks black, which I think also gives you the chance to go maybe black blank canvas with a navy jacket. Very Yves Saint Laurent. All right, let's get into the details of this. It is 98% polyester is the shell, and then there are other fibers. So that is, the lurex and such. And then the lining, I'll just show you on mine, 97% polyester. So through the body and through the sleeves, silky, feeling of, it feels like silk, but it's a poly. That also makes this great for when you're layering it over something. There's not like a tug against the fabric on fabric, it's like something that would make you feel like, oh, this is uncomfortable. Having that lining gives it the silkiness. It just sort of pops right over. Let's talk about the lengths on this. This is truly like that lady jacket length, so not as long as a blazer. We're talking missy length 21 and a half to 23 and 5/8, plus length 24 to 27 and a half. And get this, machine wash, tumble dry. First, I don't even know how often you'd need to wash something like this, unless you got something on it. But typically, you'd be wearing something under it. Although we did see Brittany at the top in that shot, she had it all the way buttoned up. I'll button mine up right now. You could probably wear, nothing underneath it, or like a tank. It works great on its own as its own top. So if you want to do that, you can. What I love about this silhouette, and what Joan loved about this silhouette, she was petite. So you don't always want a blazer. Sometimes you want that little more feminine sort of jacket. It also allows you to do a variety of options for your bottoms. You could do a slim pencil skirt. You could do a wide leg pant. We can see there on Brittany, she's got a little bit of a wide leg pant on, and the silhouette is just perfect. So this is maybe a great alternative to a blazer, but a little bit more dressy. But then I love to do what I call my tough and tender moment, where you take a piece like this and then you put it with a pair of banged up jeans and a little heel. And then it's that sort of dichotomy of dressy and not so dressy, but it really works great together. So again, they all have these beautiful gold buttons as the hardware. There are two functional little pockets there with that button. You could unbutton that as well. And again, fully lined and machine washable. You could zhuzh your sleeves up. There are no buttons or anything on the sleeves. So you could, push them up if you want to, or you can give them a cuff or two. And then no neckline. So you could wear a collared shirt if you wanted to underneath this, a turtleneck. I would love any of our wardrobe builder tanks. I've got one of our tried and true A611245 wardrobe builder tank. They look great. I love how they sort of meet right at the top, still giving me some place to put jewelry, maybe a bunch of pearls, like a big chunky pearl necklace would look great on this. Again, very inspired by Chanel. And Joan, of course, had access to all of those great jackets So when David and Joan really started designing, they started with jewelry and then years later added on fashion because everybody always wanted to know what Joan was wearing. And of course, they were like, well, maybe they should be wearing our stuff. And thus, the Classics Collection apparel division was born. So when David and Joan were designing pieces, they wanted to give you the inspiration of those high end designers, not only in jewelry, but in fashion. So this is a type of piece that people ask me, when are you coming out with some little jackets? And when you say little jacket, this is exactly what you mean. That perfect little feminine jacket. Maybe you have a wedding coming up. Maybe you're the bride. I would love the white for your rehearsal dinner, maybe for your bridal showers. So think of all of the dressy occasions you can wear this, but then again, make it your everyday. Make it that high low, which is so popular in fashion. On the back, I haven't even shown you. It's just really quite plain, quite just beautiful. It needs no bells and whistles. It is the bell and whistle, the whole thing. It's fabulous. Machine washable, boucle. It's got that Lorex accent. Here it is in the gorgeous white, the fabulous navy, which has sort of accents of black, sort of weaved within that gorgeous boucle. And then I've got it on in the bright fuchsia. Only 150 remain in the bright fuchsia. There are no shoulder pads in this, too. I wanted to mention that. So if you're somebody who doesn't like a big shoulder or a shoulder pad, perfect. If you're somebody who does, I have my old Kathleen Kirkwoods that I still wear. I don't have any on right now, but I love a good shoulder.